What's going on, Virgo? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the month of October 2024. So in this reading, Virgo, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides and so much more regarding October 2024. So before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. And I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading does happen to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here. So without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy and we'll see what wants to come through for you for October 2024. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Virgo. Oh. Wow. I love it when it's the exact number of cards I need, Virgo. Virgo. I actually, I'm a Virgo ascendant, and there's something about me, I'm obsessed with other Virgo ascendants. It's weird, that's all I'm gonna say. So now, Virgo. There may be something going on with actually a Taurus here, but not for all of you. There's something really special about this month for you, and I feel like it's all going to unfold in a way that you literally can't even imagine. Now, there's a lot of astrological craziness going on. By the 17th of October for you, I feel like there's going to be a new path opening up for you that at first is going to feel actually it may feel dangerous, it may feel risky, but you're gonna know in your soul that, oh my God, this is what I've been looking for. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot. But actually, before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and start it off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards. Now, there is a commitment for a lot of you coming in what you don't see coming, and it's gonna lead to something that is gonna hurt potentially a lot of people in your life, and it's gonna hurt your own mind how quick something's going to actually move for you. It's going to hurt so bad that it's going to be a bittersweet month for you. Let me repeat that. Let me repeat this. It's going to be a bittersweet month for you. Okay, so how is that going to work? Let's go ahead. The interesting thing about this reading is that to start it off with the pre-shuffled oracle cards, the energy that you need, this is the energy that you need less of, by the way. So the energy that I'm about to show you is the energy that Spirit wants you to need less of. Okay, you don't need any more of this energy for October. You don't need to be focused on it, right? The first one is participation, which is similar to the Four of Wands frequency. Interestingly enough, your challenge in conjunction with what you need less of is the Four of Wands. So I feel like this is about, this is about celebrations. It's about being in the right place at the right time when it comes to social interactions, gathering, family, friends. Now, for me, the Four of Wands is a card of a rite of passage here. Okay, so it's like something that you temporarily do. It's people that you are temporarily friends with, but may have been for years. That I get a certain rite of passage that you were forced to go through to get to this point where you're going to meet this person in October or around October. This participation is closing out. So there's going to be a lot of people from your past. This can even be soul family that it's hard to distinguish whether this is a karmic or a soulmate or a twin flame. This is going to be your literal family. That this is where the problem comes in, because there's a new relationship coming in for you, or there's new relationships that are going to skyrocket you out of your old lifeline. So many of you are going to have people calling you from your past. Hey, Virgo sister. Hey, Virgo brother. Let's hang out. You're not going to have time for it anymore because you already completed this level. And as they say, new level, new devil. So a lot of your ideals are changing very fast. But it's going to lead to a certain I don't know. Let's just keep going. The other energy you need less of is the 10 of Cups, which is to do with harmony here. So yeah, this is a time that you won't necessarily be able to create harmony by focusing directly on it. It is interesting that the energy that you need less of is a rite of passage because you've already completed it. But in the same way, there is now a new rite of passage opening up for you. And it actually has to do with hardcore commitment on a relational level coming in for you that is going to bring up guilt in you. And it may actually cause other people to hate you. Now, this can just be new people coming into your life that make you completely view your old ideals as stupid. The 10 of Cups is, and what you need less of is your long-term goals. The things that you thought were going to complete you are really changing right now. And I feel a major part of this, Virgo, with the 10 of Cups, the harmony is what you need less of, is that you were building out a life based on a lot of old baggage, a lot of traditions, a lot of conditioning that was never going to make you happy. And the weird thing is that you were recently unhappy because you couldn't manifest this ideal vision in the past. That's because from a higher level you were never meant to. So there was something that you were kind of fighting with to hold on to in terms of people, a whole group of people. I'm getting a whole lifestyle that you were so sad to let it go, but it was never meant to stay. Okay, now the next energy that you need less of is the King of Pentacles. And I do feel like there's something here about being overly focused on money or business at this time can actually hold you back from the relationships that are meant to come in, or traditional ways of operating, like the King of Pentacles right now. There's a lot of mysterious changes happening on a relational level that if you try to be too practical, gritty here and doing things standardly, I don't know, I feel like there's going to be this weird this thing. Now the other thing is, you see on this card, Virgo, you see how there's the sun and the moon, right? I feel like the energy that you need less of is to actually think right now that you can integrate everything on your own. Right now, the universe is sending you a counterpart. It's sending you someone to balance yourself out. And if you're just in this energy of, I am the master, I no longer need polarity in my relationships because I get it all by myself, I think that's going to be a big mistake for you. So on the one hand, you're being called to realize that you've been through a major rite of passage. You wanted it to work out. It didn't work out from a higher level. It was never meant to work out, but you still feel those gnawing. I feel like a lot of you need to do energetic cord cutting as well, because I feel like you actually have a wake of people that are going to be heartbroken over this major pivot in your life. And a lot of you may not even realize it, that your energy is being drained because of certain people that you already cut off, or I feel like your energy is leaking because you're such a light right now that people just, if they can't stand you right now, just wait until the end of October. Let me repeat that. If people can't stand you right now, then wait till the end of October, because you're going to be a whole target for people's ego to have a freak out. That's really what I get. Okay. So now, because there's a situation that you were heartbroken over, and there's someone from your past that I feel like you are kind of struggling to let go of, but at this point you're in a neutral place about it, and that's the moment where this new relationship is going to come in October. So let's just go ahead and get into this reading. Your opportunity is actually the Hierophant, and this has to do with commitment and traditions. I feel like you're going to be establishing your own traditions and realizing the life that you were so hell-bent on creating and conforming to is you're going to be your own spiritual authority. This is about being a spiritual authority as well. So for many of you, the reason why people are upset with you, Virgo, is because they actually view you as someone who is your own spiritual authority. There is no thing that you'll bow to other than the Most High or yourself or whatever you deem to be that. But this is about a committed relationship coming in for you. And this is also about people that really wanted to trap you in that as well, losing their mind. This is literally one of those readings, Virgo, when it's like, you can easily get lost in weird energy of actually being concerned with other people's opinion of you, because they're going to paint you very sourly. When you're glowing and you're in your Hierophant energy, people are going to paint you in a very sour type of energy because they wanted that with you, but they were never cut out to do that with you. They were never on your level, but they tried to hold you back. And your challenge is the Four of Wands here. Like I said, there's a certain situation that it's no longer in alignment for you. There's a rite of passage that is over, a lifeline that's over, but it may feel very heavy to let go of, almost like you need the approval of a Hierophant here to let go of it. Like, there's a certain group of, I just want to call them like, there's certain people that you had to go through a certain amount of karmic clearing with in this life. But now in what you don't, the energy that's coming in for you in October is now a lot of these karmic relationships that you were trying to force stuff with. You were putting your best foot forward. You were trying to force it. It would never work. If you thought people painted you as bad for establishing boundaries, when you manifest this new relationship or you manifest this new lifeline here, because it's happening in October, people are going to lose their whole mind. And your advice is to actually just be like, it's not your job to regulate everyone's emotions about your new life. Let's just show you this. In your overall general energy, you have the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and also the Devil. I feel that the beginning to the middle of October is going to be an expansive time where your whole ideal lifeline and vision is changing very rapidly based on communication with other people or the universe, right? Like, the energy that you need less of is the Ten of Cups. And in your overall general energy, you have the Ten of Cups next to the Eight of Wands and the Devil. So to me, there's certain conditioning that is coming up within you when it comes to creating your new ideal life. And what does that mean to everyone else? Because everyone else, like the people that are on your old lifeline, they're not even going to know. They're going to think you're like some weirdo, perhaps hermit-like, antisocial, Vesta, self-contained. You're really getting out of your own way here is what's happening. You're clearing the cobwebs, you're getting out of your own way, and people who have not done that within themselves are just going to spaz. I'm telling you. So there's a lot of rapid change to your happiness. I feel like there's a long-term happiness frequency coming into your life very quickly in October. So make sure you're paying attention in October. But you also have the Devil here, which has to do with conditioning. It's also Capricorn energy. Remember, the energy that you need less of is this King of Pentacles energy. But I feel like it's more like this can also be creating, Virgo, something that is painted as wrong, or something that is pure that is twisted, because all the Devil does is it twists what is pure and true and corrupts it in a really weird way. So I feel like there's new ideals coming for you. There could be another earth sign that you're connecting to, or Capricorn energy doesn't have to be here. We're going to see why that Devil is here. There could be a couple complications as you shift lifelines by the end of the month, but in what you don't see coming, there's definitely a new relationship for you. You have the King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and also the Fool. If you're a female or a feminine Virgo listening to this, there could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio man coming in for you. It doesn't have to be, but this is probably someone who there's a lot of good emotional undercurrents. There's a new beginning with relationships in your life here. Now, there could also be these new frequencies of harmony when it comes to the earth element as well. Like, feeling good about your health routine or what you're doing on a daily basis I feel is going to be key for you. But I get that there's new relationships coming in for you. The Fool is all about a new beginning, and there's something about you really needing to there's something about if people from your past were to judge these new relationships or this new lifeline, and you were to internalize that, it would throw everything off for you. So the universe is asking you to not internalize the conditioned opinions of your new lifeline, especially this new relationship, because there's definitely a new relationship. There's something unique about it. But when it comes to your advice, Virgo, so if you're single, I definitely sense new love coming in for you. But there's a certain element of toxicity that you're navigating with it. But in your advice, you have the Three of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and also the Eight of Cups. I feel like that there are people that are just stagnant, stuck, heartbroken over your decisions to move on, that you're going to have to walk away from, as difficult as it is. I feel like that a lot of you have been holding on, right? The energy that, what do you need less of? The energy that you need less of is participation and harmony. The Four of Wands is also about, like, it's the card of soul family for me. So you've been trying to create harmony within your perceived soul family, but right now your soul family, let's not say it's changing, but it's expanding. And there are certain people from your soul family or that are just a complete mess. And it's because they have not somehow fully taken responsibility for their own happiness, their own life. I feel like they want to project a lot of this stuff onto you. And so if that's the case, you're going to have to just say, I'm going to walk into the unknown right now. I don't know, there's a new relationship coming in for you. It's changing our ideals. I don't know where this is all going to go, but it's certainly better than being stuck at a celebration where you feel like you feel like lonely within a group of people, because that's the frequency that you're letting go of, is like feeling lonely even when you're with people. And I feel like this new lifeline is not going to have that for you. So let's go ahead and clarify some of this energy. Let's clarify why the Hierophant is your opportunity. I get like you're just there's a commitment coming in for you where sometimes there's not as many barriers to entry. Is kind of what I feel. In terms of this new relationship. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is now here twice. This could definitely involve you. Hold on. Or another earth sign. Actually, this is weird. There could be another earth sign. Like I said, I'm a Virgo ascendant. I'm pretty obsessed with other Virgo ascendants. Wow. I don't know. I was kind of talking, but yeah, one sec. Why is the Hierophant here? The Hierophant is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and also the Queen of Pentacles here. So your legacy is being re-etched, reset in stone. There's a lot of dreamy energy coming in. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for romance too. And to build your foundation on something that's actually strong. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles frequency, there's definitely a new earthy feeling. There could be new ways. I feel like however you do make money or whatever you do for your career, I feel like is being balanced out at this time. You may be taking it to another level and being seen as more respectable. Now, it's interesting that the energy you need less of is the King of Pentacles, and then in your opportunity is the Queen of Pentacles. So with that, I would say to be careful who you take. I feel like there's like some sort of unconventional business path or like way to make money that may not be accepted, or I don't know. I think you just need to be aware of it. There's also something about really good teamwork and you fitting together with people. I feel like part of this, the people in your past, now this is actually this is a big moment in this reading. A lot of people that your life was being upset because you were doing your best to cooperate with people who were horrible team players, who did not have the capacity to basically honestly assess each person's excellence. So when people come together, we're all going to be better than each other at different things. But the people that you were dealing with in the past, they wanted to be better than you at whatever you were good at. And they weren't even capitalizing on what their natural gifts were because they were all in ego. There's something about people like puzzle pieces. You see there's something about like puzzle pieces coming together in terms of relationships where everyone knows their role. Like Virgo is not afraid to define a role. You know what I mean? Like, this is my role. I don't need to be like, let's just create harmony and like, let's all do our natural skill set and combine them to create something amazing. I feel like you're letting go of a lifeline where literally that was just impossible. And I feel like this new lifeline where you're going to be combining puzzle pieces with people that actually fit together, the people that have been trying to fit into your puzzle that didn't belong there are going to freak out and start to do potentially things like calling you foolish for letting them go, even though it's not. I mean, let's just clarify that Four of Wands in your challenge. Yeah, the Strength card is not going to be easy for you to kind of like, it could be the Leo energy that you're letting go of, the Hanged Man, Sagittarius, a lot of fire energy. Like, I feel like there's a situation that made you feel alive that, yeah, it's over now. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Strength card, the Hanged Man, and also the 10 of Swords. So something is completely over, and this is the challenge. I feel like you're at the final stage to clearing certain karmic relationships out and looking at them from a different perspective here. Your challenge also is that I feel like certain people couldn't handle your strength, so they'd rather paint you as the bad person here. There's certain relationships like that are leaving your life, and there's certain relationships that are going to come in that actually appreciate your strength. And instead of viewing you as like, oh, Virgo is like this devilish, strong person, they're going to be like, that's good, that's not bad, you know? So, yeah, there's definitely like some hard falls, some hard endings here when it comes to the Four of Wands. People that you used to participate with, you're just not even interested anymore. There's a change of perspective. You're starting to view people's character that used to get in your head or used to mess with your ego. You're starting to view them as weak. Like I'm a humble Virgo. If you can't cooperate with me, good luck. That's just literally like you're creating a new team. That's what I get. Let's clarify that Devil though in your overall general energy. Yeah, no, people are gonna lose their mind. People are going to be absolutely losing their mind off this lifeline shift. The Devil in your overall general energy is clarified by the Four of Cups and the Seven of Cups. You are going to be, with this challenge, the Four of Wands clarified by the Strength and the 10 of Swords, you're going to be challenged to completely close out a cycle. And especially I'm telling you, by the end of October, Virgo, when you're shining, there's going to be a lot of changes going on in the world. So this kind of like ixnays the possibility of a war or like something crazy going on. I'm just like reading it for your personal life, the collective, what I got right now for the Virgo collective. Despite the possibility of World War III, if things stay relatively the same in that regard, then there's going to be a lot of people here, Virgo, that are losing their mind and are going to try to test you, pull you back. You're going to have to reject people that are delusional. And the same people that are actually delusional are going to project that onto you, calling you delusional. So there's a lot of weird projections that you're going to have to see through. Okay? And what you're going to have to see, it's actually, you're so locked in right now, Virgo. We don't need a judgment moment. We don't need a tower moment. We don't need a hanged man moment anymore. You've already peeped these people's energy for a long time. You don't need a sudden moment of realizing what it is. You just need to call a spade and say, you're heartbroken over me living my best life. What does that say about your core frequency? You know, that's what you're in. And this new relationship, I feel you're going to be tested. There's going to be someone it's like the Devil, and it's not even them. This is where it gets even trippier, Virgo. With this new relationship coming in for you, the Devil, which is rather a single entity, is going to be using people from your past to delude you, to make you feel. There maybe even be this feeling of people may try to like make you feel weird, like try to reject you or something, but I feel like that's just these past people. I don't get it as that. Let's just clarify this Eight of Cups in your advice. There's definitely a new positive relationship coming in for you. It's going to change your idea of harmony and your whole lifeline. Yeah, the King of Cups is now here twice. The Queen of Pentacles is now here twice. That sextile between water and earth. So you're moving towards harmonious emotions, people who can understand emotional undercurrents the same as you, team players. But it's difficult to let you... Wow. Yeah, there's a new love relationship coming in for you, Virgo. Holy ish. And that's what I got from the very beginning of this reading. It could be like you have the same sign in some sort of way. It doesn't have to be. But in your advice, the Eight of Cups is clarified by the Chariot, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. you are going to have to realize that you are divinely protected to walk away from certain, and this could even be one key relationship or certain relationships that you thought two birds of the same feather flock together. Well, you realized what it actually was. And now there's a new relationship that you're divinely protected to move towards. As long as you can take the risk to walk away, to create new ideals, then there is a new love situation in your advice. It's right there for you. You are divinely protected to do this, Virgo. And with that being said, be aware of a person with a broken heart.